So it's been just over 24 hours since the city of Pawtucket logged its first homicide of the year. City officials have acted swiftly to address the place that could be the problem.
Yeah, they called an emergency meeting for tonight, and the result of that meeting could cost the Fab City Cigar Lounge its licenses. Erica Ritchie's been tracking the story since it first broke yesterday. She's live now with an update.
And guys, good morning to you. Yesterday at this time, I was joining you from across the city where a scene had just cleared, a violent one, in fact, that would turn out to be a murder scene. As day broke yesterday, residents and business owners in that Newport Avenue neighborhood began speaking us, telling us about the violence they say is ticking up over there. Well, the city leaders heard them, and now they're taking action. It was just before 1 o'clock yesterday morning. Police responded to the Fab City Cigar Lounge at the intersection of Newport Avenue and Benefit Street after two men had been shot. 36-year-old Kaduz Kafo was killed, 37-year-old Bruno Vaz critically injured. The suspects still unnamed and at large at this hour. Police believe the shooting stemmed from an earlier argument inside the lounge. The city council president, David Moran, requested an emergency board of licenses meeting, and that's scheduled now for tonight, 6 o'clock p.m. The purpose is to decide whether to suspend the licenses of the lounge in an effort to, quote, protect the health and safety of the public, something one neighbor told us is in jeopardy in his opinion. He asked us not to reveal his identity.
This is a neighborhood, and this place is destroying it. It destroys the fabric of a neighborhood to have a public nuisance like this, a hazard where people are afraid to leave their house at night.
Family businesses, you know, it makes it tough. People don't want to come around the neighborhood at times, because you never know what kind of trouble you're going to get into.
And that's because this isn't the first time the club has gotten in trouble. Coming up next half hour, we're going to take a closer look at the run-ins that the Fab City Cigar Lounge has had with the city of Pawtucket. Here in the meantime, we've gone ahead and posted for you up on our website right now the docket for tonight's Emergency Board of Licenses meeting. You can zoom into that meeting and attend virtually if that's something you're interested in. That link, once again, up on our website, WPRI.com. Live in Pawtucket, Erica Ritchie, 12 News.
We have an update now of the breaking news from yesterday out of Pawtucket. Double shooting outside of the Fab City Cigar Lounge that would go down as the city's first homicide of the year.
Yeah, it was something that residents in the area said they were not surprised about, given the trouble that the lounge has apparently brought to that neighborhood. Erica Ritchie is live outside of City Hall in Pawtucket with the details.
Well, guys, tonight an emergency board of licenses meeting will be held 6 p.m. and at that meeting, the board is likely going to take a look at the club's history for the Fab City Cigar Lounge. When they do, it's not going to be a pretty picture that they see. Let's go ahead and show you the numbers now that Pawtucket Police gave us. We'll put that graphic for you up on the screen. Since 2019, there have been 192 calls for service. We break them down for you right there, 9 of them just in the last month. Police say 57 calls were for security checks, another 24 for liquor establishment checks, but that makes up less than half of the police calls to the club. Residents of the neighborhood say the rest of the time police are responding, they're coming for violence and fights, as was the case early yesterday morning when a fight inside the club spilled outside, leaving 2 people shot, one of them dead.
That I said in front of the council months ago, there's going to be shootings here and somebody's going to die, and it's happened. And we're frustrated. And we need somebody, the mayor, the state police, we need somebody to stop it.
And so, guys, that was one of the residents that approached our Alexander Leslie yesterday, sharing some of those concerns. He didn't want his identity to be known. That's why we showed him from the back. We have reached out to the club's owners and their attorneys for comment on this. We've not yet heard back from them. Also worth noting, though, that in August of 2020, the club was shut down for several days due to some violations that were found by the health department related to COVID protocols and health and safety protocols. Tonight's meeting of the Board of Licenses, once again, 6 p.m. You can attend virtually if you would like. We put a link for you up on our website, WPRI.com. That's the latest live in Pawtucket this morning. Erica Ritchie, 12 News.